experts here in the studio with us who will help us decode the budget speech. We are also joined by Sujit Kumar, Rajya Sabha MP of the BJD, Mohammad Tariq Khan of the Samajwadi Party, and Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst. But I just want to take a moment and focus on Nirmala Sitharaman. You know, she's been at the receiving end of a lot of flack, but here she is making a record by presenting the budget yet again. If Mr. Sujit Kumar, you had to point out to three things that you think would be the legacy of Nirmala Sitharaman as finance minister, what would they be?
Good morning. Yeah, we certainly Sunishtha will be on continuity of policies, on maintaining the growth momentum, which is over 7%, 7.3 to be precise for FY 23-24. And to maintain the macroeconomic stability. But this being an election year, the government will not let go of the opportunity to highlight its achievements of the last 10 years and to signal to its constituency that this is a pro-poor government, this is a pro-farmer government, this is a pro-youth, pro-women government. In fact, Honorable President in her address yesterday also spoke of these four priorities of the Prime Minister: farmers, poor, youth and women, and rightly so. So if I were to pinpoint three achievements of Honorable Finance Minister over the last 5 years, one would certainly be her focus on capital expenditure, infrastructure. Last year she allocated over 10 lakh crores. And we all know this spend on infrastructure has massive trickle-down effect, whether it's generating employment, investment, or overall development of the region. Number two would be the focus on green growth. Last year, the National Hydrogen Mission got an allocation of over 20,000, close to 20,000 crore. Prime Minister has often articulated his goal of net zero by 2070. He is a great champion of green growth. We saw that in the G20 as well. And over 35,000 crore has been allocated for achieving these net zero goals. So this would be the second legacy of the finance minister. And thirdly, I think, well, I wouldn't say it's a legacy because I expected more, but this government has certainly done more for education and for research than the previous governments, but dil mange more. Even today, as a nation, we spend less than 0.7% of our GDP on R&D, which is much less than what China, South Korea, Israel, US spend. And if we want to become a Vishwaguru or a developed nation by 2047, we all will agree that we cannot become a developed nation by 2047 unless we focus on R&D. So I expect at least 2% of our GDP to be spent on R&D and at least 6% of our GDP to be spent on education.
All right. Mr. Sujit Kumar, please stay with us. There's some breaking news coming in. The BJP has launched a pre-budget poster attack on the Congress, contrasting direct tax collections under the Modi government versus the previous UPA regime. The BJP highlights that direct tax collections in FY 2023 were over 16 lakh crores, while in the last year of the UPA it was 6 lakh crores. The BJP says the difference between good governance and bad governance is clear. Let's get in a quick word from BJP National Spokesperson Shehzad Poonawala, who's with us here in the studio. Shehzad, is this going to be one of the issues that you're going to be taking to the people, it appears so, given the fact that this poster has been tweeted out?
You see, direct tax collection increasing is always a sign of confidence in the government and the fact that the government, whatever money it is collecting from the taxpayers, is being spent effectively, efficiently and accountably. And let me just give you one data point. The tax to GDP, the direct tax to GDP ratio has increased from 5.62% to 6.11%, even though our GDP has gone from 10th to 5th position. It's gone from $2 trillion to almost $4 trillion. So it's become bigger in both size and proportion. Secondly, also 30 lakh crores of money that has been spent directly to the poor. There was once upon a time a Prime Minister who said that if I send 1 rupee to the people, 85 paise is gobbled up by Trinity, Jandan account, Aadhaar and mobile phone Trishanku, then it reaches the beneficiary directly. Now let me tell you something about the budget. This budget is basically on two factors we have focused on over the last 10 years if you see the economic handling of the country. Gita and Gyan. And I know Gita will get many people to smoke their ears smoky. Gita means growth, infrastructure innovation, technology and Atmanirbharta. Let me tell you about growth. 7.5% GDP growth rate. Some people will dispute the numbers, but never before has the IMF also said that we are the largest growing, fastest economy. The fact of the matter is that we've overtaken United Kingdom, our colonial masters, and become the 5th largest economy. The fact of the matter is that today infrastructure and innovation, we are spending 10 lakh crores on infrastructure, doubling the rate at which highways are made, doubling the rate at which metros are made. The fact is we are spending technology is now a digital Setu also has been created. Look at the UPI infrastructure or the digital payment infrastructure and digital interface also not just in private sector but also in the delivery of public services including CoWIN app, etc. And A for Atmanirbharta, just give you one example of this. We used to only get 600 crores as exports of defense. Today it's 16,000 crores. The toy market, for instance, was completely dependent on Chinese imports. Today that has been cut down by 70%, and today we are buying our own toys. We've gone from 2 mobile phone manufacturing companies, assembling companies to 200. Now let me tell you, because somebody was contesting about the steps taken for Garib, because out of Gyan, G stands for Garib. We have spent 22.5 lakh crore rupees on social spending in the last 8-9 years compared to 6.5 lakh crores. Those who are doubting the 25 crore people being pulled out of multidimensional poverty, here are a few more indices which can't be disputed. 36% of those who are filing their income taxes in the lowest income group have now left that income group and shifted upwards. The income disparity of people earning less than 3.5 lakh rupees has come down from 31% to 15%. India's Gini coefficient, which measures our income inequality, has reduced from 0.47 to 0.402, and even if you take the World Bank Gini coefficient, it's come down from 35.7 to 34.2. The fact of the matter is that today the Garib, let me give you another example. You know, the average amount of electricity that rural households got was 12 hours. Today it's 22 hours. The fact is that Jan Aushadhi Kendra now has made the prices of medicines cheaper by 100 to 200%. The toilet that has come into households, 12 crore toilets, each household is saving 70,000 rupees because the health expenditure has gone down.